Hey guys, how's it going? Joester here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So CES 2020 has come and gone, and I had so much fun at the show. But of course, there's always the good, the bad, and the best and the worst. So in this video, I'm going to cover the best and the worst TVs, starting from monitors, TVs, and also ultra short throw laser projectors. So welcome to the channel, guys. Sit back, relax, and let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the new Samsung Odyssey G9 monitor. Now this is a massive ultra wide 49-inch panel with the deepest curves I've ever seen on a monitor. It also features 240 Hz of refresh rate, G-Sync, quantum dot, HDR 1000, 1 milliseconds of response time, VA panel, and it looks beautiful. There is an LED in the back that looks futuristic, and also I love the glossy finish. I don't know the price just yet, but it does look very expensive. There is also going to be a 27-inch and a 32-inch version with HDR 600, just in case if you need a smaller size. Now talking about monitors, LG had some very impressive ones as well. Their Ultra Gear gaming monitors now feature 4K with 144 Hz of refresh rate and overclockable up to 160 Hz. They also come equipped with G-Sync, HDR 600, 1 milliseconds of response time, and in an IPS display. Honestly, I think 4K looks better on a 32-inch monitor or bigger, but oh well, we have that option now. Now, of course, a lot of people were talking about LG's new 48-inch TV/monitor they're releasing this year. Now, the biggest concern is the image burn issue. As you may already know, this is the first OLED TV on this size, so knowing that having a static screen for long periods of time may cause burn-in. You may want to be extra careful by not leaving the monitor too long. Besides that, this monitor features G-Sync, super fast response time, beautiful picture and contrast, and all the HDMI 2.1 features. I feel that this is going to be a big hit for LG, but it would all depend on the price. Alright, so now we're moving into TVs, and LG is on top of my list this year. And I think even last year they had the best OLED we can buy. The C9 and now the C10 or CX has all those gaming features we look for, like variable refresh rate, G-Sync support, auto low game latency, HDMI 2.1 in all ports, and now with the new A9 Generation 3 processor chip, which enhances HDR picture, colors, sound. I mean, this is the most complete TV, and on top of that, it is a 4K display. When other brands like Samsung is ditching 4K for 8K, LG is still focusing on perfecting their 4K displays. Now, another TV that got my attention was the new TCL 6 series. I have been reviewing TCL 6 series TVs for the last 3 years, from the P605, the R615, then last year's the R625, and one thing I love about TCL is that they keep innovating their TVs while keeping their low prices that anyone can have access to them. So last year they introduced quantum dot, auto low game latency, and even Dolby Atmos into their 6 series lineup. Now this year they're adding mini LED to their panels. That means that the 6 series will have even better contrast, deeper black levels, and a brighter image. Now I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for mini LED. They're the closest thing we have to OLED. As a matter of fact, TCL even had a side-by-side comparison with an OLED TV in their booth, and you can clearly see how much brighter the mini LED display was. I did notice that colors look too bright in the video, but in person both panels look very similar. Now, the biggest advantage of these companies comparing their LCD TVs with OLED is that LCD doesn't suffer from screen burn, so you don't have to worry about permanent image retention. Now, another advantage of LCDs is a much brighter panel, so if you're in a bright room, then you're still able to enjoy a beautiful picture. And another big advantage is that LCDs are much cheaper than OLED, so anyone can enjoy them. Now moving to Samsung, they only had a bunch of 8K displays. Now I'm not interested in 8K at the moment. I still feel that there's more that we can get from 4K TVs. They can improve color reproduction, better contrast and black levels, but no, Samsung is just trying to push resolution that we don't need at the moment, and also gimmicky things like vertical TVs for vertical videos on your phone. I mean, who records videos like that? My grandma does, I think. So moving to Sony, I also felt disappointed with their 2020 TV lineup. They basically had their last year's models with their ultimate processor. Not even HDMI 2.1 was announced, and another thing I noticed is how low the TVs sit. I mean, if you're using a soundbar, it will definitely block the bottom part of the picture unless you wall mount it. Now I also wanted to visit Vizio, but it was nowhere to be found at CES. I guess they had a private event because they weren't even on the map. But Vizio already revealed their new TVs and they look very impressive. So far I've seen the new P-Series Quantum, the P-Series Quantum X, and now Vizio will have an OLED TV as well. They're stepping up their game with full HDMI 2.1 support. They also support Dolby Vision, HDR10, HDR10 Plus, HLG. They're also introducing filmmaker mode for movies and pro gaming engine with variable refresh rate, FreeSync, auto game mode, low input lag. So if you're a gamer or if you care more for movies, Vizio got you covered. Now this all sounds very good, but I really want to see how they actually perform because I have very bad experiences with Vizio before, so I'm hoping that this year they do a much better job. Now Hisense new TVs also look great, but they look very similar to the 2019 models. So if you own the H9F TV, I don't think the new H9G will be a big difference. First of all, they won't even have HDMI 2.1. They're still HDMI 2.0B, so that's a disappointment. They will have a 120Hz panel display and also a far field voice control that works with Google Assistant. Now these TVs will be available in April. The 55-inch model will sell for $700 and the 65-inch will sell for $1,000. Now if you don't want to spend that much money, the new H8G will also have quantum dot and very similar specs as the 9G, but at a more affordable price. The 55-inch will sell for $500 and the 65-inch will sell for $700. Now what I was more impressed with Hisense was their laser TVs or ultra short throw laser projectors. They have a new triple laser, dual laser and single laser models. Now the dual laser, the L10, sells for around $9,000, which honestly is too expensive for my taste, but it does look very impressive and it comes with a subwoofer, which is nice. Now the new L5 is a single laser projector that has around 95% DCI-P3 color gamut coverage, which is good for HDR performance, and will have around 2600 lumens, which is good for a projector. It will sell for around $6,000 and it will include a 100-inch ALR screen, which is the best screen for this type of projectors. Now the biggest advantage I saw from this projector was the low input lag. Now I have tested and reviewed different laser projectors in my channel and they all have high input lag, so they're not good for multiplayer games. I got a chance to test a racing game with the Hisense L5 projector and it felt great. Like the gameplay was smooth, there was no noticeable lag while playing, so this could actually be the projector to buy if you are a gamer. Alright guys, so that was my take on the best and worst of CES 2020 when it comes down to TVs. And of course, there's more than just TVs at CES. There are robots, drones, VR, cars, and even massage guns. I will leave you with this short video of me experiencing this gigantic vibrator, which actually felt very good. Thank you so much for stopping by guys. I'm Joster, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Joster out. Oh, I love this. Ooh. Can I massage my hand? Like a polishing? Should I be playing around? Let's take this more seriously, Joster. Take this seriously. I am your father. man, I needed this right here. Oh, right here. Oh. My arms, the muscles. So good. Oh, wow. Feel all like tinkling. This is ASMR massage. Yes, I feel it. I feel the tingles in my neck. My dear, I am your father.